Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. Well, tonight is basically a continuation of my last video, which should have been last night's, but is now 2 nights ago. I do apologize. It's taking me forever. I don't know why, but anyways, here we go. So, in my last video, I was talking about how there is a disproportionately high number of females in Seven-Figure Accelerator, as in like 82 to 85% of the participants in Seven-Figure Accelerator are women, and how that's odd for this field, which is mainly male-dominated. And then I was also showing a direct correlation as to what draws people into cults and how it's so similar as to what draws them into Seven-Figure Accelerator, and the similar mind control and mindset methods employed with cults, and then also how it's also used by MLMs. And you know what other group has a disproportionately high number of women? Right, MLMs.
Some of the top MLM companies are well known for their female target market. According to the Direct Selling Association, 74% of those involved with MLM companies in America are women. If you visit any stay-at-home mums page on Facebook, it won't take you long to find someone promoting their MLM company. The MLM pitch appeals to those that are struggling to make ends meet financially, or those who are young and naive enough to be taken in by the grandeur of the events and the barrage of self-help messages.
So just remember that this video was made 3 years ago in 2020 at the beginning, that was right at the beginning of COVID. So yeah, MLMs were there, but then all of a sudden people got stuck at home. Couldn't go out either, so you couldn't have your classic Avon or Tupperware parties, your party setups where you get a bunch of people together and it's a hard sell them. So what was the only thing these people were to do to survive was to take it digital, right? And so then came the explosion on TikTok and Instagram of people doing pretty much what Philip is doing, actually. All these MLMers that basically got kicked out of the physical space because of COVID. And it's really interesting what they've been up to. And this is something that I did not realize until I started really looking into this. And it was that Cults to Consciousness video that I showed last night that made me start hunting around the anti-MLM ladies, okay? Because that was with, you saw it. Yeah, so I started looking up the anti-MLM ladies, and then I saw that they were on a tear about MRR. So first of all, let me give you a little bit of background here on MRR, Master Resell Rights. I first started talking about this program, it was back when I was reviewing the Jonathan Montoya stuff. When I did about 3 reviews in a row for him, and then at that time also I talked to someone about actually 2 different people that were in or had been in MRR. Well, I guess once you're in, you're in. It's the very nature of the program. So what it is, it's the actual course name is Roadmap to Riches, and it's being sold with Master Resell Rights. That's the MRR parts of it. And that means that you've got full white label rights to it, which means you can resell it. And so everybody resells it for $500. You could sell it for any other amount, but everybody is selling it for $500. So I wonder what would happen if someone dropped the price. That's interesting because you're allowed to resell it at whatever price. I mean, it's supposed to be yours, completely yours to do with as you please. So that's just a stray thought. Sorry about that. So I thought, because it is a very, both people that I talked to, one was actively selling it and the other had bought it, had maybe made some sales, I don't know, but decided she didn't like it, that it was too much for her, actually, that she didn't want to learn all that much about, affiliate marketing. So, like, from both, I got, was a really, really in-depth, good course on affiliate marketing. And then to be able to resell it again was, to me, a bonus, but if you bought it for the course, that it was a good thing. However, I didn't realize how it's actually been being sold. You see, as I just mentioned about the MLMers having to go digital because of COVID, and then staying digital because you know what they found when they took their physical goods digital? Then they discovered a whole world of digital marketing opportunities. Enter the business opportunity space, like MRR. But I'm also seeing like there's also a higher than normal number of females, I believe, also in like programs like Legendary Marketer and MCS. Those of you who know those two programs, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? I'm thinking like higher than normal percentage of women in there too? I believe so, but I could be wrong, so let me know. Yeah, so, and apparently, so it's there are actually women that are like very well known in the MLM space that have flipped and are now selling MRR. Oh my God, that's the affiliate marketing space. Well, it's not even affiliate marketing because you buy it and then you're reselling it, but it's the affiliate marketers that I knew of that had glommed onto that. I did not realize they're coming from the MLM space. And now that I mentioned it, the one lady who I did that sells it now over on TikTok, she came from the network marketing space too. Now that I just realized that. Okay, there we go. So let's have a listen here to Danielle Ryan, and she'll tell it. I mean, I've listened to her and a couple others to get this full story put together as to what's happening here. And she'll tell you more about it here. And there'll be links to hers and the other videos too in my description. And highly interesting if you guys want to go look into it. Really, really recommend it. I'm giving you just the little bits and pieces and high points here. But I mean, this lady herself, she did 2 videos on it. Really good.
But there seems to be this massive parallel or shift between people who were once very successful in MLM now sort of infiltrating their way into the MRR space. And so let's take this one video as an example. So her video says, I started my network marketing business in 2019, and in 2022, I walked away from a 6-figure corporate job to pursue entrepreneurship. 2023 has been a tough year financially. Some days were harder than others to hold the belief that my income would rebound. Until 3 weeks ago, when I said yes to a new online opportunity that changed everything. See the caption. And then she talks about how she earned $31,000 in 3 weeks. So, love that for her. Just kidding, I hate it. I have a few hypotheses. Scientists, help me in the comments, please. I want to hear your thoughts on this. First, and this is my opinion, again, everything on this channel is my opinion. Most obviously, I think, the clear parallel between network marketing, MLM, and this master resell rights thing is the very low barrier to entry beyond having to pay the $500 fee. Just like how in MLM, you'll pay a startup fee to open your business, and then you're able to just like hit the ground running and start selling other people on the opportunity. MRR products are already created and you're literally just buying it and then selling it right away. There's no like product development that you have to do to come up with the idea. Again, that's because you aren't a real business owner, so there's no back end stuff that you have to worry about. You just buy the digital course and then you start selling it to other people. And just like the MLM Huns like to market their opportunity, it seems to me that this MRR stuff looks very similar. Work from anywhere, have time freedom, uncapped income, etc., etc., etc. Prospects to the MRR opportunity are basically sold on this idea of unlimited scalability, which again aligns with the narratives that are used in network marketing, where distributors essentially aim to like recruit a large enough pool of customers and sellers underneath them. Not to mention, I think it's important to note that a lot of these like top tier MLM distributors or former MLM distributors, I don't know if these people are doing both now, they probably have pretty massive downlines of people who were like mediocrely successful. And so basically it's like, hey, I have this new get rich quick opportunity. If you're failing in your MLM, come join me selling MRR. And we can all get rich together. So they now have this like giant pool that they can recruit into this new opportunity. Again, speculation, but I wouldn't be surprised based again on what I've been seeing on Instagram. So
let's just play a little game here. Speaking of MLM people encouraging their uplines to come on over and join them in the new opportunity, and this one being MRR. But what I'm saying is seven-figure accelerator. Let's pick out all the ones of the top 20, the highest earners here, who all came from different programs and probably knew all kinds of people that they were able to make sales to, selling them on seven-figure accelerator. Well, let's see here. I'll start us off. So Mel Forsyth, well, legendary marketer. Haley Witt, I'm not sure. Who knows about Haley Witt? I don't know about her. Nora Sonball, MCS. Jordy Simon, oh my God, he's been all over the place. Ministry of Freedom, MCS. Was he with Legendary Marketer? I'm not sure. Berta Raves, she was a network marketer before this. Nigel Lavers, Legendary Marketer. Jill Bender, MCS, and the list goes on. Hey, anybody know any of these other people? Shout it out in the comments. Which programs were they in? How many of these people were in previous programs, and that's how they rocketed their sales up to the top like they did? And yet these people keep telling the small fry, oh, it can happen to you any day now too. It can happen to you. Yeah, if you got a whole pile of friends that you can call out to and sell from a previous program, it sure can.
So what I want to know is what happens once the market gets oversaturated? Sure, things might be booming right now, but there has to be a point in time where you're going to run out of enough people that you can continue to sell this thing to. Like, who do you sell this dream to when everyone you know has already bought in on the dream?
And that only makes sense, right? I mean, when you're selling a product, at some point the market's going to get saturated. It only makes sense. Yet look what Philip is constantly telling his students right in the Facebook group. 100K plus new people Google how to make money online every single month. That was 1 year ago. I'm sure it's more now. This will never get saturated. How to make money online won't get saturated. Selling this product will and is. Actually, I have proof that it is, and it's happening now, and it's happening fast. I'll have more on that in my video tomorrow night. So stay tuned until then. That's a whole nother video, and it's just fresh news coming off of Wednesday's Zoom, actually. So there you go. Imagine when AI hits, it will be 500,000 new people every month. Google it. What? How can Google predict the future? And he tells his students, Google it. That way, if you do Google it and you can't find it, you got to assume that, you typed in the search term wrong, but it's there somewhere. That's one of those unfalsifiable statements. Yeah. But then, Philip, everybody's going to make them. Please stop limiting yourself before you even tried. Yeah. Well, you're deluging the system with 800 new people per month, doing the same thing all over and over again. Yeah, everybody is doing everything the same. We all know many people will be stuck in the comfort zone and will never take action. I repeat, this will never get saturated. So just post away. Yeah, you keep dispensing that Kool-Aid, Mr. Johansson.
I hope you have good investments because that money isn't going to be coming in forever. And so while MRR is not technically a pyramid scheme, in my opinion, it gives off the same vibes.
Because everybody that you bring in, they're going to bring in somebody.
So I start here.
Yes.
And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. What did I just make, Andy?
Pyramid scheme.
You basically just need to constantly be recruiting people, selling them this course, and then convincing them to sell other people and recruit other people into buying the same course. There's absolutely no room for repeat customers in this business model. So, the pool has to run dry, right? Is this making sense?
Does this sound familiar to anybody? My goodness, she may as well have just described seven-figure accelerator. And here's another anti-MLM lady, and she's speaking on the same topic. And frankly, it's what she's talking about is exactly how the people with seven-figure accelerator are selling seven-figure accelerator. And the problems that she's pointing out are identical.
But of course, that takes a lot of work, and people who are selling these courses or these digital marketing master resell rights things, or people usually who are in network marketing companies, are wanting something automated, easy, passive income, blah, blah, blah. That's just a quick fix, a quick buck, and they're desperate. I don't mean that as an insult. It's just unfortunately the society that we live in. Now,
this means that you can get your very own money printing system for free that spits out multiple 4-figure payments every morning, while my team does 90% of the work for you and even shows you step by step over the shoulder how to do the remaining 10%.
So the thing is that just like with network marketing, if everyone is selling the same thing, what's the point? Just like with network marketing, with this, sure, there are different like original courses that people will be selling. But again, if you're getting a bunch of people to buy it and now all those people have the right to sell it too, there's no exclusivity, there's no demand really. And that's literally what like being a successful salesperson is all about. If there's a billion people selling and saying the exact same thing, what makes you special? Why is someone gonna buy from you and not someone else? It doesn't make sense. It, again, just like with network marketing, it's not sustainable, it's not attainable. If it is, it's very fleeting. And it's that rule of there's only so many people that you can sell it to. Literally only so many people in the world that you can sell it to before you run out of people in the world.
There is no grasp on supply and demand. Anyone can join and start selling the product. And at some point, the market for that product will reach its limit, but the supply will continue to grow, resulting with a bunch of distributors competing over the same market, spreading the profits thinner and thinner between each other.
Every business is different, and that's important to understand as well. So again, it just doesn't make sense to buy this and have it actually like successfully help you, or rather be worth it, the $500 or how much ever money you're spending, to apply it to your business and then go forward and have just your business be super successful. It makes more sense to promote it ridiculously, sell the dream, and have other people buy it to then resell it again. So instead of, like I said, applying that information you learned from whatever course to your own business and going from there, it's easier to just start selling the course. And that's what you're seeing with these people online. You're not seeing them apply it to their businesses. You're seeing them just promote the course. Just like the affiliate marketers online, you're not seeing them do affiliate marketing. You're seeing them promote affiliate marketing. I do affiliate marketing. Am I on there promoting affiliate marketing? No, I'm sharing links. I'm sharing my videos. Links so that you can click it and I can get money. Like, that's how that works. But again, you're promoting the thing to draw people in, when in reality, you aren't making money off of said thing. You're making money off of the course, the opportunity itself. Just like with an MLM. Interesting.
And these people do not know affiliate marketing. They have not been taught affiliate marketing. All they've been taught is how to sell this course in this very specific way. They don't know a thing about SEO or anything at all, the millions of things that you need to know about affiliate marketing and how to do it. No, instead, they go for the done for you package, which basically, so they don't have to know anything about it. All they're being told is follow it, do it exactly this way, do this, and you will make a ton of money. And that's why they didn't freak out over the no lifetime cookie thing. All they want is an easy way to make a ton of money. So this discussion, or this was reported to me, and this came from the top affiliate in 7-Figure Accelerator, a conversation with that affiliate from someone else, who's stating like about 6 months later, she reached out directly to me and wanted to know how I was doing and how much money I was making, which I was shocked and never revealed a number because she was really struggling with Legendary Marketer. You see, this person was prior in Legendary Marketer. I had a bunch of questions for her, like how built out her email systems were, opt-in rate, how many other products she was promoting, what her social media strategy was, has she been testing different funnels, etc., all those things. She really didn't have anything set up and didn't really understand all the numbers to judge how her systems were performing. She had like 2 emails promoting one product and basically copying all the other successful affiliate marketers. A few of her videos went viral to the wrong audience and she was beyond frustrated. So these people don't actually understand anything about affiliate marketing. All they're doing is selling affiliate marketing. And yet, Philip has them all convinced that they are affiliate marketers. No, they're not. They're salespeople.
So some examples of like the buzzwords, keywords, red flags basically that we've been seeing is, I make this much money from my phone, I can teach you too. I'm so happy I took a chance and learned how to do this like a month ago. I'm making 20K now. You know, people can say it's a scam, but like, I'm so happy I wake up to this in my bank account. And it's like, it's still so weird. And we've talked about this in network marketing too, but it's so weird that they like post an email notification that they're getting paid. Who else does that? Like I just got a QuickBooks or a Intuit email that said like, guess what? You know, got a deposit or your payroll just was run automatically. Am I posting that? Is my husband posting it and being like, hey, guess what? My wife's YouTube channel paid me today. Like, no, because that's not normal. Like, that's not, no, that is such a red flag. I see how much time you're putting into this. I really hope you're getting paid for that. Like, cool, you worked and got paid. Why? Like, let's raise the bar a little bit, y'all. They always say 10K in a week. Shut up. That's 20 sales of the course a week. That's a lot. Are you going to be able to maintain that if everyone is selling it? Probably not. So again, just like with an MLM, it's not sustainable. You know what is sustainable? A normal job.
But if you want money, you should do what a wise man once said. And get a job.
I'm just a girl on your TV or phone. I don't know. Calm down. And also, again, just like network marketing, like with any self-employed 1099 contracted job, that's before a lot of taxes. That's before expenses. That's before everything. That's not profit. That is revenue. So you need to keep that in mind as well. Always remember that. But of course, I'm not trying to convince you to be a YouTuber or to work for yourself or anything like that. These people are. That's why it's all sunshine and rainbows instead of payroll taxes. Oh my God. Now, people will also say in defense of this, they will say, well, it's not like an MLM because you're not recruiting people. Okay, you're not recruiting them, but you are promoting something to them. And that is what your whole shtick is. You're promoting the exact same thing that you do, and for them to do the same thing. And they could say all day long, oh, well, they're just selling a product. They're just selling information. Not really. They're selling you the opportunity to also do exactly what they do. See the difference there? Instead of me selling you this microphone, this baby, can't do that, that's illegal. Instead of me selling you a tangible product and then you just using it and going off, you're then also able to sell it. Now you can sell it to everyone else. It makes no sense. Why would you do that? Also, one thing that I do find really funny is that they make these separate pages a lot of times, not always, but they'll have on their page constantly just marketing, just like in an MLM, marketing it, what they're selling, the opportunity basically. But they don't realize, or they may realize and just don't care, that these types of reels and these promotional, red flaggy things that we're seeing constantly, that they're making over and over and over and over and over again. It is insanity. These things aren't performing very well because who wants to follow these people who are just telling you the same thing constantly and trying to sell you this same thing constantly? People follow accounts for personality, for humor, for aesthetics, not to be told that I can show you how to make $10,000 a second, 17 times a day. No one wants to follow that. I don't need someone to tell me that I'm lazy and poor and that I am a goblin for not signing up for the course that they're selling. I don't need to know how much money you make. I don't care. Not the final stage, but just the next evolution of the MLM hustle girl boss on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever, posting these vague things saying that they make $40,000 in 5 seconds and you're a loser if you don't. I can teach you how. Click the link in my bio. Like, you're lazy. Have the life you want. Time, freedom, blah, 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 right? It's just the next step of them trying to continue this facade that they are influencers, that they get paid to be themselves, that they get paid to post on social media, which mostly all of them don't because they don't get the views and their social medias aren't actually monetized. Also, Instagram Reels aren't monetized anymore, from what I know. So again, like I said, it's just them trying to act like they are making passive income and they have all this time, and it's the next step in being an influencer or digital marketing. And again, if you're not making money off of this in 2023 or in whatever year we're in, then you're a broke loser with a stupid mindset, something like that, right? Sounds familiar? But the thing is that it's not passive income. We've talked about this so many times. It's not passive income, and it never has been. Because passive income, you put you invest into something and you aren't doing anything. You're just putting money into it and then seeing profits. But with any type of hustle like this, any type of job like this, you are promoting, you're doing all the marketing, you are talking to people, you are going through sales funnels, you are going through emails, you're doing marketing campaigns, doing research, you are on Zoom calls, you are taking courses, you are hopefully learning the things that, you know, you are actually selling, like going through the courses and all that. You're having conversations with people in DMs, attempting to build value and actually have those conversations that result in sales and, you know, trying to make sales and trying to sell to people. That all takes time. You're not just sitting by the pool and raking in money. That's not what you're doing. It takes time. It takes work. Just like any job, just like any business. All of that, and the truth of it and the reality is that you're spending so much more time, money, and energy trying to make this work when instead you could just get a normal job. I'm not saying that all the people who are selling this and promoting this or using it, buying it, whatever, are bad people, but knowingly or unknowingly, they are perpetuating this and promoting these types of quick fixes, these types of easy courses to try to get people to buy it. And there's nothing wrong with sales. I was in sales for over a decade. I love sales. I get it. But there's an ethical way to do it and a non-ethical way to do it. And this is, of course, not ethical. So it's just another way for people on the internet to take advantage of other vulnerable people who don't know better and are desperate for that quick fix, you know, see, oh, I could really use $10,000. Like, I need this. And they're not realizing that the chances that they're going to make that money and get that time back, it's not very likely.
Now, here she's talking about how there is no accountability on these people because there is no overarching company that they're working for to be looking at what they're doing. So basically, on their Instagram stories and everything, they could be outright lying. And frankly, in the Zoom calls, Philip does catch them outright lying about the sales they've made, about their income figures, and he corrects them. Thank God he does that at least. But, I mean, these people have no problem going out there and lying to people at all. So God only knows what they're saying in their DMs to get sales and what kind of false promises they're giving and everything else. And it can get even worse than that.
These aren't like a multi-level marketing company, and it's not necessarily like a company. So these people who are promoting these things on the internet, on Instagram, whatever, they're not held to the same standards and guidelines and policies with the FTC. Like, obviously, like, yes, anyone selling anything is, you know, should be following FTC guidelines. Like, they're not. So they could just be flat out lying to you and be even more sketchy. And it's just less regulated. And that's just spooky to me. They can just legitimately lie about everything and anything. Not saying that they do that or that, you know, Dramus is doing that. They're not regulated, and that's spooky. So be careful.
There is no screening process. There is no interview to see how qualified you are for the job. The barrier to entry is negligible as long as you have enough money to buy the starter pack or the membership fee. These companies end up with countless inexperienced salespeople making money solely through their commissions with no sense of accountability. What could one possibly expect from such a scenario? Especially when these people are encouraged to recruit more and more individuals not based on their qualifications, but on who they think are in a vulnerable enough state to buy into the dream.
I targeted people like me, mums, young mums, people on maternity leave. As it got towards Christmas, I actually targeted people that couldn't afford to pay for Christmas.
Just get a job, pay your bills. There's no easy, super sustainable way to make $10,000 a month on, you know, Instagram or social media or whatever. And the reason why these people are saying that there is so that they can make that, because that's the only ways they can is by getting you to try to do the same thing that they do. And again, that doesn't make sense. Logically, that just doesn't make sense. So just remember that these beautiful people who are presented to you on Instagram, TikTok, social media, wherever, who are telling you that they have all the answers to your problems, they don't. You are the answer to their problem. And that problem is, where's my next sale coming from? Because I'm worried about that, because what I'm doing is not sustainable. So don't get scammed. Don't let your family get scammed. Don't let your friends get scammed. Be smarter than that.
I really love this lady. Here's a really brief clip from her, but she has the solution to all of these problems.
You're going to see why. If you've been involved in multi-level marketing, you're going to be like, oh, I get it, Julie. So this is the video.
Jack is an ordinary guy who works 9 to 5 and hates his day job.
Boom, 4 seconds in. Jack works the 9 to 5 and hates his day job. Have we ever heard that anywhere else before? You know what? I have time and financial freedom now after I left multi-level marketing. I have a job where I work 4 days on and 4 days off. I get 4 days off. This is my full-time employment. In multi-level marketing, you have to work 24 hours a day. Guru Nishan, that interview I did with her when she said fetishizing the grind. That's what multi-level marketing does. It's like, but you just love it so much. It's just not even a business anymore. It is a business, but it's also a way of life. It's a hobby. I just love this so much. I couldn't just stop. It's like, where is the time freedom? I've got time freedom now. 4 days off. That's my work. Full time with benefits. I got time, money, freedom now. And it's fantastic. So, and here's it's this old belief that all jobs are 9 to 5. The world has changed. There's so many people that work different hours, but it's just, isn't that the funniest thing? It was within 4 seconds. I'm like, I'm out, you know, but I watched the rest of this video. It's 1 minute and 48 seconds. So let's watch it.
Well, we're not going to watch it tonight, but a link to her video is in the description should you want to. And may I just say that tonight's video's theme song is...
And you get a job.
Alrighty then. Well, all jesting aside though, you've seen what we've been talking now about. The lack of sustainability in this program and the fact that the market is getting saturated and quickly. And now what's worse is the payment processors are now catching on, or at least Stripe has. And this is really going to send the death knell to MRR for one thing, but I mean, those in seven-figure Accelerator should be taking notice of this too, because it's seven-figure Accelerator uses the exact same marketing methods as the ladies in MRR are using. So it's very applicable, and that it can seem to be above board, not an MLM, yet it can still get the knees kicked out from under it like this. Hi, we're writing to let you know that we have determined that your business MRR account ID is in violation of the Stripe Services Agreement. Specifically, we are unable to accept payments for businesses that our banking partners consider predatory, as mentioned on our restricted businesses list. Wow, so that their banking partners consider predatory. So the banks must be getting a crap ton of chargebacks. As a result, we will need to close your Stripe account on November 28th, 2023. This person got like 3 weeks notice here of their account being closed. Until then, you can continue processing payments normally, but after that date, your account will be closed and you will no longer be able to accept payments. We will continue making payments to your bank account until you receive all of your funds. If you believe it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Wow. And so what are these businesses that they don't like? Pyramid schemes. Okay, so you just heard me describe MRR. I mean, you buy the course and then you resell it. So it's not in that pyramid scheme shape, but it has the same effect. And so does seven-figure Accelerator, because there's only going to be a finite number of people that everybody can keep selling to, selling the exact same way, for them to keep reselling, for them to keep reselling, for them to keep reselling, right? And then the second one is also applicable, get-rich-quick schemes, and ones that I have highlighted, schemes that claim to offer high rewards for very little effort or upfront work. Now, once you get into seven-figure Accelerator, you find out it's all kinds of work, but that sales video promises 50 minutes a day to make $1,000 to $5,000 per day. That is wrong. Businesses that make outrageous claims, ditto on what I just said, use deceptive testimonials. See, all those people with testimonials, go through them. And most of them have been in programs before. Now they've got everybody in the program brainwashed to say, oh, well, yeah, they were in previous programs, but they hardly made any sales there. It wasn't until they hit 7-figure Accelerator that they really made good money. Well, yeah, they did make good sales in those other programs because they're on the testimonials pages for those programs too. And then I'll bet they did make it really big when they hit the jackpot here, 7-figure Accelerator. But it's going to fall out from under them. And so he used those testimonials as average, regular people. No, they weren't. These were experienced marketers with a following. God. And use high-pressure upselling. Well, MRR doesn't have any upselling, but 7-figure Accelerator sure as heck does. So I really do believe that the writing is on the wall for this program. And it's relying on these MLM-type sales practices, but that's what's going to sink it at the end, because it's just going to hit market saturation so fast. And now that it's seen that the sales tactics are predatory, payment processors are pulling out. This isn't going to last very long at all, I don't think. So, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a good one, and you take care. Darlene out.